Hello and welcome to the Stitchmakers studio. It's time for another Friday Sews. Hi everyone, it's Friday the 21st of May. I haven't done a Friday Sews in a while. There's been a whole bunch of things happening here at home on a sort of a life level. Oh gosh, I can't even remember all the things that have happened. Hubby and I celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary earlier this month, which was great. It's interesting that we've gotten to that stage really, because when I met my husband, we got engaged and got married very fast, and there was, I certainly know at his office, there was a betting pool, two betting pools going on. One was about how soon we were going to announce that I was pregnant, because a lot of people thought it was a shotgun wedding. It wasn't. The first child only appeared after fertility treatment 5 years later. Excuse me. The other betting pool was about whether or not I was marrying him for a visa, because I'm from South Africa, he's British, we live in the UK. And a few people thought that the marriage wouldn't last because we'd met and married so fast. We met in the late June of 1999. We started going out late July. We got engaged the 25th of November, and we got married the following May, the beginning of May. So yeah, it was very fast. Lots of people thought it wouldn't last. So here we are, 21 years. Who'd have thunk, eh? The poor man has had to put up with a lot. You know, and he is an absolute blessing. I couldn't have done better. He is just so one of those very quiet, unassuming, quite shy, but he just puts his heart and soul into everything, and he works so hard for us, and I can't say thank you enough to him. He's a brilliant man. Anyway, one of the things he got me for our wedding anniversary was a set of earrings, which I really like, except I've discovered that this hole is still open, but this hole seems to have resealed itself. So now I'm not sure about whether I need to go and get a new hole pierced, or whether there's a way of like opening it up. I mean, I've tried with the actual earring, but it gets most of the way through. It's just the last little bit. I've tried going from the back. That hasn't worked. It was just really sore. So if you or anybody you know happens to know how to reopen a hole without having to go and get it re-pierced, can you let me know in the comments, because I'd really like to wear those earrings. And I suppose just with lockdown and not going out and stuff, I just kind of stopped wearing earrings, and obviously it's closed itself in the meantime, so, which isn't great. Other things, life-wise. Oh, we've had to deal with, yes, the youngest one has been struggling with bullies at school. So we've had a few phone meetings about that, trying to get that sorted. Do you know, we say boys will be boys, but really that sentence irritates me, because it just gives boys this leeway to do what the hell they please with no repercussions. And when what the hell they please is tormenting somebody else, we just have to put up with it. No. Thankfully, the school are really good about clamping down on stuff like that. So once it came out from my daughter that there was an issue and we contacted the school were very quick to deal with it. But I think the issue has more been about the fact that my daughter doesn't come forward with stuff. She bottles it all up and hides it and doesn't say anything. So you ask, how's your day been? And like a lot of teenagers, you get a but you know, over the years I've learned to ask leading questions. I've learned to try and dig into things a bit more. And that works with the older one, but the younger one just does not come forward with information. It always happens when, you know, something else is being focused on. She's gotten into trouble for something else. And then while you're trying to talk to her about that thing, suddenly out comes all the other issues. So, we've been dealing with that. We've been dealing with a whole bunch of other stuff, but I don't want this to end up as a rant session, because seriously, I could rant for a good 3 hours right now, but other than that, life is getting back to, well, I wouldn't say normal yet, but we have had some of the restrictions lifted, which is good, to the extent that we're thinking of going down south to go and see my in-laws for a bit, because we haven't actually seen them since Christmas of 2019, which is unbelievable. Normally we see them at least once every 4 months or so, because they do live about 6 or 7 hour drive away from us down in England. So we normally try and see them fairly regularly, but of course with all the COVID restrictions we haven't been able to do that. So hopefully soon, fingers crossed, we can go down and see them, which will be good to do. And what else? Oh, I had my second vaccination, so that's good. And I'm a little earlier on the list because I was one of those that was on the list for shielding, because I take immunosuppressant injections every 2 weeks. So when COVID started happening, the government put together a list of people who needed to shield. So effectively, I have been in stricter lockdown than most people, because while my husband could go out and do the grocery shopping, I had to stay at home, very much like protecting myself against COVID, because with the immunosuppressant injections and all my other issues, it would have been a very, very bad idea for me to end up having to go to hospital because of COVID. So I followed the restrictions that were placed on me, and now that I've had the second injection, hopefully some of those can lift. Hubby has had his first, so he's got to wait another 10 weeks, and then he can have his next jab, so all good. On the sewing front, so I said last time that I was working on the blue Plinka pants. I actually finished those. I was really happy with them, and wore them for a couple of days over the weekend. But I noticed there were a couple of things I needed to change, one of which is it's fine on my waist at the back, but on the waist at the front, because I've got that double belly, that mummy tummy thing, it sits too high at the front, and it's not comfortable, so it needs to drop. My front waistline needs to drop by 2 inches. So I thought, oh, well, that's quite an easy fix. I'll just unpick it and sort it and then resew it. Well, the unpicking has been hard, because it's a navy blue fabric and navy blue thread, and I was dead chuffed because my navy blue thread matched perfectly, which is great when you're sewing, not so great when you're having to unpick. So the unpicking has taken an awful lot longer. I think I've spent, I wore the trousers Sunday and Monday, and I started unpicking on Tuesday. It's now Friday. I just finally finished the unpicking last night. Today has been grocery shopping and whatnot, so I haven't done anything on it yet today, but hopefully this evening I'll be able to correct the waistline, and then I can resew the elastic channel, put the elastic back in. So fingers crossed I will have the trousers to wear by Sunday. And then I want to get cracking on, well, I'm debating, do I just do the pink version? I'm looking over there where my little pile of fabric is. I've got the pink version I could do, or I could do myself another fay dress, because remember I did the fay dress in the navy blue ditzy print. I have exactly the same ditzy print and exactly the same amount of fabric, but in with a burgundy background. So I'm thinking maybe I should do another fay dress, or I could do a slip. And if I did the slip, it would be, I think, the Priscilla slip from Tina Gibbons. See, this is the thing, I don't like having to make choices like this. I'll see. That's probably those are my options, so, you know. Anyway. That's about it, really, in terms of sewing. I haven't done any knitting at all. Oh, I have been enjoying the Sewing Bee. That has been fun. Although I don't get to watch it on the Wednesday night. I have to wait until the Friday. Just because of the way things work. Always Wednesday nights are always really busy. Thursday nights we have a Zoom meeting with the in-laws. So every Thursday. So that night's out. So then it's only Friday. Why are people making such a noise downstairs? Anyway, right, I'm gonna disappear before the family come bursting in through the doors, because I think that's gonna be imminent. They're all coming home from school and stuff, so. Right, I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me. Bye.